So you're saying that he just knocked on the door and stood there when you answered?
Absolutely. I opened the door, and there he was.
Wow. And so how long did you just stand there and look at him?
A good 10 seconds.
Wow. Then what did he do?
He came in, and we sat down.
Man, that's crazy.
And
I've never had a groundhog knock on my door before, but
enjoyed each other's company.
Well, I hear they're good whistlers. Whistle pigs, they call them.
No, I don't know about that.
I don't either. You know what I do know about? NASCAR sometimes. You want to do a show about NASCAR paint schemes?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Oh, baby boy, this is Wrap It Up. And I am one of your hosts, Dr. Aaron Hurd. And with me this week again, Jordan Blackson. Jordan, how are you doing today?
I am fantastic. Glad to be back.
I'm glad to have you back. Justin is on vacation. I just returned from vacation myself, but I got back a little bit sooner than Justin did, so he's still on the road and couldn't make it. So you're back. We're only 9 episodes in, and you're on 2 of them. You're the third man around here. You're just moving in.
Quite an honor.
It is. It's a pretty big deal, man. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for the people who are tuning in today for the first time because we've got some major things. Listen, folks, we're going to look at every paint scheme coming up from this weekend's Bristol dirt race.
It's Bristol, baby!
And we're here in Bristol, deep beneath the surface of the earth right now, waiting on them to get here. Are you excited?
That is correct, right?
Oh, man.
Gosh.
It is going to be an exciting weekend, folks. We got prizes for you. We got all kinds of stuff. But first, let's take a look at the cars. And we're going to look at them in the order they finished last week at Richmond. And your winner last week, your boy,
Here comes the money.
Young Money, Kyle Larson.
Yeah, we know who that boss is, right?
Oh,
I'm the boss.
got Big Rick.
Yes.
Paying them bills, Biggie.
Yes. So this scheme doesn't change again.
It does not. Rick's making the money on it. He's going to keep riding it.
Has this been the same scheme all year so far?
I'm trying to think. Didn't he run one other thing so far this year, or has it been this every race? I was thinking he ran something else, but Valvoline, but that was Byron. So, I guess he's only ran Hendrick so far.
Yeah, so
well,
special.
He finally got that win, and if you're one of the folks who have been watching, you know that we have been giving away prizes every single week if you can pick the right winner. Last week it was this man, Larson, and we had a winner in the comments, and he knew that Larson would do it, and he got 3 Jimmy Spencer autographed items. This week, though, we have stepped it up.
Finally gave away the Jimmy Spencer.
It's off to a better place. We may have
with a Shrek card. There's a Shrek card in there, right?
Yes, there was a Shrek card. I mean, hopefully the winner has a tall gun safe or something he can remove his guns from. He needs a lot of breathing air room in there for that.
There you go.
Don't want anything to fall over in an earthquake and crush it in these mountains. But I tell you what, this week we've got a new prize, folks, and we're going to run it every week till you comment and tell us who's going to win Bristol. All you have to do before the Cup race starts is tell us who's winning Bristol dirt race, and if you pick it right, you're going to win. If more than one person picks the same driver, we'll randomly draw them. We got this week 3 more autographs. Ernie Irvan.
You know, I have
3 different paint schemes. 3 different.
Can I comment?
You can pick a winner. Go
because
for it.
I have an Ernie Irvan M&M's die cast.
Well, this would go perfect with it. I mean, look,
so
36 M&M's. He's got the 36 Skittles. The 28 iconic, which you're already wearing the Davy
right here. Best paint scheme in NASCAR history.
It's a good one.
The Havoline Texaco.
It's a good one. It's up there. I'm not going to award it best ever. It's
best
up there, though.
Best paint scheme in NASCAR history.
Not too far off. So
top up there.
Leave us a comment, folks. You want to win something. Listen, we got these cars. Let's look at number 2 finisher for the week. Josh Berry.
You know what?
Second place.
Gosh, good for him.
Wow. He got some big energy.
Good for him.
Man, this guy is going to get a ride in the Cup Series. You know he is.
Yes, he is.
This week,
how old is he?
He's in his 30s, early 30s, I think.
He's older for an Xfinity driver.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, he was just a late model driver, and then he got Junior's attention and got in Junior's team and won the National Late Model Championship with Junior, and they're like, hey, and they worked it out to put him in the X car, and then he wins quick there. The dude's talented. He's just, he just didn't get discovered when he was young.
Well, you got to go where the money's
Here
at.
comes the money.
That's right.
And,
Mr. Hendrick got the money.
Being in that car will help your name.
Absolutely. It ain't going to hurt nothing.
And
That's for sure.
so how many more weeks are we looking at Chase Elliott being out?
There's no set date right
There's
now.
not.
I believe there's 3 more is the guess. 2 more at least.
When I heard the news break of the injury,
Yeah.
requiring surgery,
Yeah.
12 weeks.
Right. Well,
And he raced the first 2 and then got hurt.
Yeah.
First 2 and then got hurt.
So this is
week 7, 8.
8. So So that would put.
Another month out. We're another month out.
You think so? Okay. If it goes that long.
Back. I'm guessing he returns at the All-Star race.
It's a good possibility.
Maybe the Coke 600.
They just released the qualifications for this year's All-Star race. They change them year to year to try to make it more interesting, they say.
Yes.
And I hadn't had time to look over them, but I do wonder never mind. I was going to ask the question, is his missing these races going to do something to disqualify? But good and well he's going to be in the All-Star
yes.
race. The rules are going to go his way.
Past champion's always one of them,
he's
right?
Chase Elliott. He's the multi-time most popular driver. Listen, you remember when Danica showed up? They got her in the All-Star race. They came up with if you had a poll on the cup and you did blah, blah, blah. And I mean, they're not going to let a big star set out. He's going to be there.
Yeah, but winter the last year, does that always usually stay?
Usually, but you never know. I mean, they might change it up. It's all completely different now. Let's move on here. Let's see what we got. What about what some people call the new Intimidator?
I ain't going to Disney World either.
He's running that Advent Health this weekend in the watermelon
pool. We're on the dirt this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Just put a snow plow on the front of this one.
Heck
He's plowing through some people this weekend.
Get it done.
You're gonna get a little loose in the rear at the dirt, and he's gonna put the bumper to you this weekend.
I hope he does. I say move him out of the way. Listen,
that's right, but
don't talk about how you used to love it and now you don't.
Listen, last time I was on this show, I picked Daniel Suarez to win at Coda, and he pushed through Bowman into Suarez, and that caused some team issues.
Yeah,
and Suarez was looking like a good pick on those last restarts. He was.
I thought maybe you were going to have something there, but one had other plans. Listen,
that's what I'm saying. Put a plow on the front of this car.
Feel it. Listen,
But
this is the kind of place, though, this dirt race and Bristol just normally where payback's going to come. There's going to be a lot of people. Everybody wants to blame Chastain right off the bat. Listen, last week they got out of the car and Bell's like, Chastain's a wrecking ball, and then they showed the replay, and then you could fit like 2 cars between them. And then Chastain Bell had to tweet from home like, "Oh, sorry, I was wrong." They're just ready to talk smack about him.
That's right, they are ready because they need to sell shirts. I got Chastained. Didn't Denny Hamlin coin that term last? No, Kyle Busch. Who coined that term last year?
Yeah, I think it was Kyle. Kyle, said I got Chastained. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a great T-shirt.
Kyle, I'm surprised he didn't put it out.
Chastained.
Maybe just because it's got his name on it.
Yeah.
You want to go back?
Yeah. The lime green one.
Oh, yeah.
It looks great.
Huge.
Oh, yeah.
I was just looking at that number thinking, is this my paint scheme of the week because of that number?
Yeah.
Like, it was in the running, but I resisted temptation. But that green reflective number.
It is close.
Oh, here's your boy, C. Bell, speaking of him.
He's going to be
top 5. He's going to be in it. You're absolutely right.
He's going to be in it. And
he's got a new power
It
deck.
is. What is that
It's
on the
DeWalt,
front?
It's the push the DeWalt batteries special this time, and around the back got like a blue power. It's called Power Stack.
So,
That's it. DeWalt Power Stack. It's for their batteries.
I really do like it. It takes the classic DeWalt man with the spin on it.
Yeah, there you go.
I like it.
Maybe a little bit of black for the dirty on the bottom. It's not a bad looking car.
Yeah.
It's a bad picture of it. Ooh, top 5 for the big man in the 3.
That's the corn dog man.
That's him. Look at him. He got a big smiley face. It just makes you think corn dogs and fairs. He already pre-put dirt on and everything.
Oh yeah, it's one of those races where the schemes get a little more special, and this is the first we're seeing of it.
Absolutely.
So
I guess the happy smiley face is just because Happy Harvick.
What's the campaign there? #break for Bush.
Yeah, that's what it says. Break for Bush.
Break. Like that's not like a brake on a car. That's like I'm gonna break something.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm sure they think these things out. They got a good steam thing going, but
it's not bad.
It's confusing a little bit. I just want to understand a little more what it was. But all right, hey, look at this guy. What a finish! This man right here was running way up front the week before. He was in third at Coda, right? Coming out and got turned down in the turn. 6th place this week. This is a front row car, my friend.
It is. I mean, look.
This man can drive. He's coming into his peak.
But every single year he's there. He's always in the conversation somewhere.
Yeah.
And then we always act surprised. Should we be surprised at this point?
I don't know if it's McDowell. I'm not surprised by Michael McDowell. I'm surprised front row. Excuse me, not furniture row. Front row. Anytime front row produces anything, I'm like, oh my God, look. I mean, I know McDowell's a good driver, but it's just the fact they give him a car that lets him do it, especially a couple of weeks in a row. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
They stepping it up.
Yeah.
All right, let's do one more, and then we're going to take a break.
All right.
You got something else here about Loves?
I love it.
Yeah. Here's a car looks almost identical because it's yellow with some red.
Yeah.
Your big boy, Jay Tomato.
He's won on the dirt at Bristol.
He has. I think he's going to be a major contender this weekend. He should have run something else. He's also running the truck race Saturday.
Is he?
Who's
he jumping in the trucks for?
Last year he was in that purple truck. I think it's the same thing again. The gym, what is it, the $10 a month gym? Anytime Fitness?
Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness, that's
Planet
it.
Fitness.
I think it's Planet Fitness again. I could be wrong about that. They just made an announcement.
You know this guy's going to be at the casino tomorrow, right? Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
He is going to the
real?
Bristol. He's making an appearance at the Bristol Casino tomorrow.
Just hanging out?
Him and Denny Hamlin. One is at I think one is at 7 a.m.
Ooh.
in the morning.
We need to look that up.
I mean, I know they're both going to be there tomorrow.
Maybe we should just get up and
Joey
go over there with a
Logano and Denny
microphone.
Hamlin.
We just go over there in a microphone. Just start early in the morning.
That would be fantastic, but I did see that for sure.
Okay, awesome.
But I wouldn't gamble on this guy winning this weekend.
You don't think so?
Nope.
I think he's in the running. I think you got to give him
Nope, not this week.
All right. I think it's worth a shot. Honestly, I don't necessarily want him to win or anything. I'm not saying that, but he's one of those guys I just don't think you count him out. So, anyway, let's take a break. We'll disagree about it when we come back.
Wrap it up.
Look at a commercial from a very important sponsor.
White Blaze Outdoor provides educational hiking tours, fly fishing trips, and shuttles. We're located in Abingdon, Virginia near the Appalachian Trail. If you are only looking for an afternoon hike to see wild horses or a full multi-night trip, we have what you need and know where you want to be. We are currently booking adventures in southwestern Virginia and northeast Tennessee. For more information, visit whiteblazeoutdoors.com or call 276-356-7068.
We're back with more Wrap It Up, folks. We're looking at every paint scheme that's coming up for Bristol Dirt. Y'all coming over to see us? We're going to be in the grandstands. We're going to be in the campgrounds. We're going to be looking for you. Be on the side of the street hollering. We got prizes we're bringing down if you can answer some questions right. We're going to talk to people about paint schemes. What's the greatest ever, worst ever? We'll ask some trivia questions and give away some great prizes. Probably got some more autographs we can haul around with us. I don't know. We got some big stuff, too.
Yeah,
we'll see.
It's never telling what you're going to pull out of the vault. That's for sure.
We'll see. One day we're going to run out. We're going to have people chip in and help us. Let's take a look at the next car that's coming up. Coming in, first time he's running the night ally scheme. This year, darkening it. I like it.
That is sweet.
I know, right?
That is sweet.
It's pretty hot. It's got like that neon glow feel to it for the nighttime. It's hot.
Yeah.
I like it better than the white day one, for sure. But this man got penalized again.
Yeah, 2 Hendrick cars?
Yeah, him in the 24 again.
What was the problem this week?
They NASCAR says before a race that they pre-pick certain finishing positions, and whoever finishes those positions, they take those 2 cars back to the R&D, Research and Development Center, to inspect randomly just to make sure nobody's pulling anything, and it happened to be the 48 and the 24 this week. And they said the greenhouse, which is the roof where the windows are and the top of the car, had been modified themselves and hit them with crew chief and car chief, 2-race suspension after Bristol, $100,000, 70 or 60 driver points, and 10 or 5 playoff points. Another big one.
Yes, a huge one. And they won the last appeal, which the only thing they won on the last appeal was no points, right?
Mm-hmm.
Took off the points.
They got all their points back,
and
which was like 100.
So,
and now they lost half of them again over this NASCAR. And NASCAR made a rule change. They amended the rule book.
Which they do every week, because then the Geico restart zone gets shrunk back down.
Oh, but this week is like a NASCAR got their feelings hurt. This falls into my actual expertise because this falls under Jim France. And Jim France is part of the France family I wrote my doctoral dissertation about.
Wow.
And Jim made the decision that a lot of decisions here, he wanted to put in this new rule. If they say that the points penalty is 100 points, the appeal board can't completely take away all the 100 points. There will be a range, 80 to 100. They can knock it down to 80, but they couldn't go any lower. So there's going to be ranges now that the appeal people can lessen them, but only so much. NASCAR will still have an overarching thing.
So this is it's like a board or a panel. It's called like the North American Motorsports.
Yeah.
Is that right?
There's a lot of different people on it: drivers, mechanics, like people, businessmen who used to be involved in sports
outside of NASCAR.
Yes, or used to be in NASCAR.
Okay.
Like Bill Lester, the African American guy who's driving the truck series, and
yes,
he had Waste Management. And he drove some Busch races.
Yeah.
Maybe even got a couple times.
Yeah.
He was on this particular panel. There's like there's several of them, and they randomly grab 3 of them each time. In my understanding, Lester was one of them, and I can't remember who the other 2 were. Lester's a smart guy, though. You know, he used to be like the president of Hewlett Packard, and then was racing race cars. Yeah, he's no dummy, that guy. Or something like that. Maybe it wasn't
the knowledge that you just spill is crazy. Like, I would have never guessed that.
What?
Bill Lester, ex-president of a company.
I think he was up there. If not, it was super high up.
Sure.
I could be wrong about the president thing, but I believe he was president. But again, don't quote me on that. But to quote me on the fact that you can have 3 Ernie Irvan autographs simply by telling us in the comments of any stage or today's full show who wins the Bristol Dirt Race before it happens, and we will mail these to you. It's that simple. We've given away other prizes. They're simple.
Yeah.
Anybody can own them. You'll love them. Take them home. Show them to your family. They're cherished. Ooh,
Here comes the money.
Here's Papaw's boy.
That is
Ty
right.
Gibbs. This is the first time he's donning this paint scheme.
Which all the Gibbs drivers are
Yeah.
sharing at some point this year.
Exactly. But you know what? They modified Papaw's bestest boys, though. If you'll look right in front of the back tire and behind the back tire, it's hard to see here, but that's all black. There's like a lighting band because he had to have a black part to put the monster on, as opposed to where like Denny ran and didn't have to have that.
All in the details.
All in the details. Like, that's a big thing. Like 2 different sponsors. Instead of, most sponsors, you just be able to put the claw mark down there.
Yeah.
Monsters, no. We have to completely change the scheme. So.
But just this sponsor, just this color, it's a classic to me.
Absolutely.
I'm glad to see it in the field this week.
Absolutely. It's hot. I like
Yes.
I like the red 51.
54.
51, yeah.
51, isn't that this
It's
guy?
Cody wearing the 51. Look out on pit road.
I got to be honest with you. I'm just.
You got your numbers
I
wrong.
got my numbers wrong. It's been a long day. I just got back from vacation myself. You ever need a vacation from vacation? I do. You know who needs a big vacation this weekend? I got a feeling.
It's Bristol, baby.
Coming to Bristol, it's Brad Keselowski.
That
They've officially
Brett, where is this real?
This is
Did
from.
you Photoshop
no,
this?
This is from RFK.
What is happening?
RFK sent
what?
this out.
I did not. Is this going on the car this weekend?
This is, I guess, going on the car. And and notice it has a little loaf between the word Brad and Keselowski. I love it. If something is your nickname, NASCAR says you're allowed to put it over the door rail as opposed to your real name.
When did this become his nickname?
As soon as RFK posted this out, ta-da, it's on social media, new nickname.
Oh.
And thus they have self-fulfilled their own prophecy.
Did it start with just the sponsor and the rolls?
It's just these King's Hawaiian rolls. Yeah.
But you know what? He
What?
couldn't have done this at Penske because now Brad K.
I'm the boss.
He is the boss.
And
now,
he
isn't
said, we're doing it.
We're doing it. I am Brad. You know what? I can't pull for Brad Keselowski, but I'll pull my arms off for Brad Keselowski. I want to see a loaf of bread win that race.
But do you think this takes a knock on Joey Logano a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
Sliced bread.
Right. Yeah, they used to be teammates and maybe hadn't been getting
Yeah.
along that much, but maybe he's the new bread in town. Ooh.
That's the corn dog man.
You got the corn dog man, the bread man, all the foods.
But you know what?
What?
It doesn't look that bad.
It does not. I like this paint scheme. I mean, it's kind of simple, but default orange and white.
Yeah.
And the silver number. But you know what? I think it does its job. It stands out on the track.
Yes.
I don't see this car and go, is that blah blah blah? I know this car when I see it automatically, and that's
You
what
know,
it's supposed to do.
he's got some hot schemes this year.
He is the
Some-
hot scheme man.
Some of the best.
Some of the very best.
Yes.
Ooh, here's a
Yeah.
very digital fish tank for you. How about that number 19 auto owners? Look at this. He's got look. It's got a fish on it.
You know
On
what?
the back.
I don't know about I don't know about this one.
Hey, this guy's got a shot this weekend.
I
Last
agree.
year he won the truck race in the 51. Remember running
Yes.
running this scheme on the truck, the autos
Yes.
owners insurance. 51 truck this year since he's left Toyota. Going to be weird. William Byron back in a KBM truck for the first time in many years.
Wow.
Yeah, right. Sponsored by Rick Hendrick.
Is it Hendrick Cars?
HendrickCars.com is going to run the 51.
Wow. You know what? New segment on the show. Throw in a couple random truck schemes and
That's
Xfinity.
good. Just random trucks, yeah.
You know.
We'll get Spencer
Just,
Boyd on here to show us whatever he's
Yeah.
going to wreck this week.
Get the food country truck.
Ooh, Food Country truck's pretty hot, man.
Yes.
They've been taking it up a notch.
Oh, yeah.
Country, the little team that could, man. That's
Get it on there. Get it on there.
We might get some wrap it up on the 51 truck. The
Yeah.
75. I don't know numbers today.
That's
I done
okay.
gone dumb.
Ty Dillon.
But-
Ty Dillon.
You know who
42?
the 51 is in the Cup Series, don't you?
Cody Wareham. It's Cody Wareham.
Cody
The 51. Look out on pit road.
You got to always look out on pit road. Here's the 14 got a different look this week.
You know, does it really have a different look though?
Well, yeah.
Does-
He loves
I
that
mean-
color scheme, don't he? They love this
Just
red, white, and black over at Stuart
it looks
Haas.
a little bit of a throwback.
Yeah.
I don't honoring what I don't know,
Right.
but
You know, here's
what is that MVP? What does that mean?
It's a I can't remember what it's called. It's a hold on, don't move.
Is it vacation?
Yes,
Is that something
that's
vacation?
exactly what it is. It's a vacation planner, something vacation planning.
Oh, okay.
It's I believe it's another a timeshare thing again.
They got
Timeshare's coming in hard to NASCAR right
that
now.
is right because they steal your money and they have money to throw at
The
NASCAR.
7-car had blue-green vacations last week. The week before, me and you were here and talked. There were 2 Wyndham cars.
Yes,
Now we got this thing.
they steal your money
That's it, man. They're all about it.
and throw it at NASCAR.
You know what doesn't make sense to me is the 14's primary sponsor is a tractor, and he normally has dirt painted on his car. The 1 week we're on dirt, and they don't put the dirt on the car or the tractor.
Yeah,
That just seems like poor planning.
it does.
Let's take a look. Oh, here's
Des,
his teammate.
Gosh, a lot to say here.
Yeah. Every week he has
Here comes the
got
money.
that bacon money
Yes.
coming back,
That-
propping it up.
I think it kept him out of retirement.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. He wanted to retire. They would have let him retire, I think, but Bacon Money said no, come back, and everybody
And-
said we love Bacon, and he
And
came
that
back.
kind of hurt probably Cole Custer.
Absolutely.
It did.
The
The bacon money hurt Cole Custer.
Cole could have rounded out the field, but when it comes to
It's Bristol, baby.
what do you think the 10's got?
Anything? Nothing on the
Really?
dirt. Nothing on the dirt.
Okay, that's fair.
Nothing.
He's not had a good year at all, so why start now? Here's a guy who's won last year's dirt race, sliding by the 14 and the what was the 8 last year. He stole
Yes.
this one. Maybe he can steal another one.
Yes.
We know this car can run good there, and we know this man can run good there.
Yes.
He's got the
Beat energy.
big
because-
crescent roll energy.
It's Bristol, baby.
And
Right.
This guy loves Bristol.
He is the top current driver, the current driver with the most wins at Bristol. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm phrasing that improperly, but you get the idea. Bristol is his. He's the big dog at Bristol right now.
So going forward in the history,
Yeah.
are we put? You got so many drivers with wins at Bristol.
Yeah.
Is Bristol dirt its own on the history list in
I don't
the
think
record
it will
books?
be. I think it'll be notated Bristol dirt, but it's still a Bristol win. And I have no inside information just because we're in Bristol and NASCAR things. I do not know this, but I have very good educated guesses about things. And maybe I feel like we get one more Bristol dirt maybe next year, and that about wraps it up.
I think this year's it.
think this is
I'm over it. I'll be honest with
Well,
you.
it's not a matter of.
I like dirt, but go to a dirt track.
I'm
NASCAR.
with you. I'm with you.
NASCAR. There's dirt tracks out
It's
there.
fine. I'd
Is
rather
it-
it's
if it-
easier to go to the stands and not come home
if-
dirty. I mean,
That's true, because if anyone out there is listening in NASCAR,
they're not.
go to a dirt track,
I'm the boss.
No, Jim
Yeah.
France.
and we just leave it as Bristol.
It's Bristol, baby.
I agree. I'll go. I mean, I'll be there all weekend, and it'll be fun.
Yeah, it's
but
different.
It's different, but the clouds of dirt in your eyes is not as fun as just watching the race. I know the summer race, people are, but Nashville's going to show up and take its place. That's what's going to happen. And I
You
think
you're
honestly,
gonna
the
go to
only
one,
reason we've done
one
this.
Bristol race? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the only reason
no
they
chance.
haven't taken the spring back.
No chance.
No, they,
No chance. So that's what you got.
I hope I'm wrong.
I
hope
they're
I'm wrong.
they're not.
I don't want to travel far. I want to stay
they're-
here at home and watch a race. I hope
they're-
you're right.
There's
think
always going to
fairgrounds.
be two Bristol races.
I hope you're right, but I think you're wrong.
But
I sincerely hope you're
I
right.
think they go. I think one day they go on the drag strip,
At this rate, you know what? I'll believe you.
or
Just who can make
or
the most drags.
go take the Bristol Road Course, the Speedway and Lights route.
Oh, that would be awesome.
So-
Come through that high corner, go out through the
yeah,
duck, and just under the stands. Heck yeah.
yeah.
What you think about your boy? Listen, not a bad finish for the 38. Gillen's
Yeah, what-
putting up some good. He had
what
11th last week.
What place would this be? 16th place? Is that what we're on?
Yeah, 16th place, almost a top 15. He had an
Yes.
11th, almost a top 10. He's just one off of that noticeable spot. But for him, a man
Yeah.
who they won't even let drive the entire season in his own car,
That's
I'm gonna
true.
give him.
Beat energy.
But this paint scheme is trash.
You think so?
I do not like this at all.
What is?
got that little yap mouth.
This is, no matter what you say about Speedy Cash,
Speedy Cash.
you gotta get that cash
What?
fast.
What? Where are we going with these companies throwing
It's-
money at these cars?
Well, this is one of those
We need a- we
payday
need-
loan places, I guess.
We need a John Deere paint scheme, which is what this
Heck
reminds
yeah.
me of.
Well, yeah, okay, I'll give you that. It's the red and I don't know. It looks cheap to me.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Big cheap.
Here's a sticker. Put it on the hood.
Cheap.
Get the test car out and put
Maybe-
a sticker on the hood.
cheap and Speedy Cash. Maybe they want you to think cheap cash. Maybe they're like, hey, low rate.
That's
Todd Gillen going to win this weekend?
I don't know. But just because of the car and the
Yeah.
sponsor and everything,
Here comes the
Well,
money.
you're right. You're right. But probably saying that from pit road. Here comes the money back in.
yeah.
Let's take a look at one
Wha-
more. Here's
when-
the 45.
When was the last time that this sponsor was on a car?
You know what? You're forgetting he won in this sponsor 2 weeks ago at Coda.
That was on the car?
Wasn't it?
No, he was.
Yeah.
no,
The week after.
Was it,
So last week. Is that right? So last week he was running it?
it's your show.
Yeah. He's ran it before. He ran it.
Okay.
Yeah, he ran it.
He
It
did
was
not
the
wa- I
first
know-
thing- It was the first thing we showed last week. So he won
Okay.
Coda. This was the Richmond paint scheme, and he's running it back to back.
Okay, makes
Yeah.
sense now because
This finish was not good. He didn't get a lot of TV time, and yeah, so it's hard to see. I get you.
why would you need TV time when you're satellite radio?
That's true, right? I guess they heard this paint scheme on Channel 90 Satellite XL.
Yes.
Claire B. Lang.
on it,
Claire,
as
come
much
talk to us.
as
You know
mu-
what?
As much as I don't like the Monster Energy paint scheme,
Yeah.
I don't like this one.
Really? I like this better. I'm not saying it's great, but it's better.
It is.
Yeah, Kenny Walsh wrapped
This
it up.
looks like the generic generic on the video games.
You're 100%.
I'm the boss.
You nailed that.
Yes.
This is video game paint scheme all day. Oh, I'm disgusted now. Let's take a break. Get out of here. God almighty, video paint schemes. Michael Jordan's got so much money. This is ridiculous.
White Blaze Outdoor provides educational hiking tours, fly fishing trips, and shuttles. We're located in Abingdon, Virginia near the Appalachian Trail. If you are only looking for an afternoon hike to see wild horses or a full multi-night trip, we have what you need and know where you want to be. We are currently booking adventures in southwestern Virginia and northeast Tennessee. For more information, visit whiteblazeoutdoors.com or call 276-356-7068.
And we're back with that Wrap It Up in the segment 3. Back with Jordan Blackson.
Yes,
Jordan.
happy to be here. Thanks
so
for having me.
happy to have you around. Jordan, our third man at Wrap It Up, has just moved in. He's going to be with us this weekend. Is that right?
Yes, I'm going to get down there to the track at some point.
All right, we're making it happen,
and
baby. The Trinity. We just keep it going.
Give it a whirl.
All right.
Give it an absolute whirl.
Listen, before we even go back into paint schemes, just right off the bat, let's remind people that they can win 3 Ernie Irvan autographed, customized by the autograph, license plates, 2 from the 36, 1 from the 28. These are
all
iconic.
from the same driver.
All the same driver. If you show these to Ernie Irvan, he's likely to name you his #1 fan these days.
He'll authenticate them.
He will. You can get him to sign them again.
Yeah.
Just like maybe you got him out in the sun, they're fading. Just have him write his name back over top of the name he's already written. That probably won't work. Don't do that. But anyway, free. If you want to just tell us who's going to win the race this weekend, that's all you got to do. That's all we want to know. Here's a guy who I don't think has a shot. You know who this is?
I know the team. Who's in the car this week?
This is a late model dirt driver. He is going to drive for them in the trucks, and he's going to drive the 13 car as an extra car here. Last week, Smith is in the car on Richmond. The car gets to show up again this week with Davenport. Jonathan Davenport is his name.
Who's he driving for in the trucks?
Same people. He's driving for Colleague, or maybe he's driving Xfinity because they don't have a truck team. I swear I saw he was in the truck. No, he's in the truck team. There is no Xfinity. Yeah, listen, when you come on the show, we film it very late at night. Me and Justin normally film much earlier.
What's the shift around here? What shift are we working?
Justin's on the early shift. You're on the late.
Sorry.
So that's okay. But
that's
my
right.
brain starts shutting down because I'm getting old.
This would be past Justin's bedtime.
Oh, definitely. I'm naturally this way, but just.
And I know when he's on the show, he's usually got 2 or 3 jackets on.
Oh yeah. He's got to bundle up.
Yeah,
there.
he's
a polar bear man. He got to be.
But I would know if Justin was here right now. I know where he's not going back to.
I ain't going to Disney World
He's
either.
definitely not going to Disney World. He does not care for
that. Is for sure. Let's get it. Can we get him to talk about that experience one day?
I've brought it up to him. I put that on the sound pad just because of that. But 41 got him a top 20. Second best finish of the season, I think. United Rentals again. Me and Justin thought he was going to come out strong. He sucks this year.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of the team. I'm so sorry.
It's just a bunch of cars going around in circles.
Mid-pack, that's what we're getting into.
Yeah.
21 car. I do like this better than the Motorcraft scheme.
Yes, this is it's a little bit of a change-up, and it's good to see with this team. They don't do it very often.
Right, exactly. This is a little more modern, and it looks good on them. This guy had a decent heat race last year, I want to say.
Okay.
He maybe was showing some early speed, like he was going to be somebody on dirt last year, and then I think he fell apart.
Yeah.
But maybe that's just a hint, though. He was very young. Last year was his rookie year. Maybe he's got something to offer on dirt.
We shall see.
We'll see. I'm not going to put money on it.
But
here's a guy who probably will have it figured out a little bit.
Yes.
He got them.
I'm the boss.
He got that big boss energy over at 45, 23, 97.
That is correct.
He's running the normal scheme this week. What do you think about the normal FedEx scheme?
Another classic as of the last few. Not my favorite classic, I'll say that. But what did he have last week on the car?
Last week he was running shingles again, if I remember correctly. He had that shingles shot. He's run a shingles vaccine like 2 or 3 times already.
Okay. And
FedEx has stepped way back from what they've done in past years.
that is true.
That is obvious.
And
this year.
so did Mars Inc. /
Well, yeah,
M&M's.
well, Mars, yeah, they gone, baby.
They're gone.
They
They're
gone.
out.
She
They're
gone,
out.
baby.
So that's my question. How can we? What is going on at these companies like Mars Inc. with
Mark-
M&M's and all the things that they have in their company,
Yep.
and yet we get Speedy Cash
Well,
and MVP on the
yeah,
cars?
The business has changed. The way they spend money, how
It's
much money
true.
it costs, TV time, and where they're putting their money, their own cash. It's just a lot to it. I think that a
It's
lot of teams price themselves out of having one sponsor. NASCAR's trying to drive it back. I don't think it's ever going to go back to that, though. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But also, we're seeing some newer, younger people coming in, like the Speedy Cash that's maybe not had a chance to be on a cup-level team. They've also
Yeah.
been sponsoring Front Row's truck team a lot, who's
Oh.
got Zane Smith on it,
Okay,
dominating
well,
that stuff.
that-
so,
It's a lot cheaper to get in the truck series.
yeah, right, a lot
So
cheaper.
Can we?
I want to say that
on the dotted line put a one cup race.
one cup race, yeah, you give them that.
Special package.
We'll throw you in one. That's
Yes.
that's probably the deal, honestly. It's
Yeah.
probably something like that. Here, listen, just do this whole season. We'll give you one cup race on Gill. And
But it's classic. I think of this, and it's Denny Hamlin.
you know what's classic? Being able to communicate with each other in a loving, embraceful way. And we do that through social media.
Yes, connect with us, follow us,
Go and
subscribe,
look at the things. We'll post pictures of this video being posted. You'll know.
hit the like button.
Man, that like button would be huge. That subscribe, that comment, it maybe would make us be able to continue to do this and not feel like we're wasting all of our time. And we would appreciate that from you.
Is true.
Be huge. Well, we were just looking at Denny. Let's take a look at the 7-car.
Yes.
Got that man, Big Rick.
I'm the boss.
Here comes the money.
He's
Yeah,
got so
so-
much money. He's sponsoring other teams.
Yeah. This is a Rick Hendrick company.
Right. Rick Hendrick owns Nation's Guard. It's kind of like Hendrick Cars, like it's got to do with cars, but what it is a thing other used car dealers can use to sell warranty packages to their customers.
So
Rick's selling warranty.
So HendrickCars.com, is that like an auto trader type website?
No, it is the website of his main car,
Dealership.
his dealership.
He has many dealerships.
He owns more dealerships than anyone in America, and that might make him the largest car dealer in the world. I'm not sure.
So when you own car dealerships and
Yeah.
sell cars,
Yeah.
why not put a warranty on those cars?
Exactly. Sell
in
that
its
to
own
them.
company.
Exactly. And then you fix the own thing, cover the own thing.
Yes.
He does it all.
And is he in anything else besides NASCAR and car dealerships?
Oh, yeah, he owns a bunch of stuff. But he really got mega rich by buying car dealerships.
Yeah.
He was a car
Well-
salesman. He used to be a boat racer himself, high-speed boats.
Really?
Like super nitro boats.
You could give. I mean, he's just got it.
Here comes the money.
He's got so much
Yes. And he said, you know what? Corey LaJoy,
money. He knew it.
Bristol Dirt, here you go.
He's helping him out. We'll see.
So,
What about
wow.
this boat? You
Wow.
like that? You like
It
that?
looks great. This is my guy,
Yeah, right?
and I'm just happy every week he's up there.
Yeah, right.
Almost every week.
What do you think about
We're-
dirt racing? You think he's got any of that in his blood? You think he can pull that
Well,
off?
I can't. Was it the first year of Dirt or last year of Dirt?
He did have one good
He
run.
had
You're right about
fourth
that.
place finish on Bristol Dirt out of nowhere. People were like, "Oh my gosh!"
That was last year.
I no, it might have been the first year because it was first year of Trackhouse
Oh, yeah.
and the first year on Dirt, and
Maybe
people
you're
were
right.
like, "Daniel Suarez
Yeah.
led
yeah,
50
yeah.
laps that race."
That's right. You're right. Yeah, it was the year before. Yeah.
I think it was the first year of Bristol
Yeah.
Dirt.
Yeah, it was like their big push. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it could be
You could be right.
dark horse, not my pick of the week for sure.
Right.
But what about this paint scheme? The American flag.
I think it's odd that they picked the one guy not from America and make him drive an American flag around
Like-
that says "Made in America" on the side of it.
Sueño Americano. You know what that means?
What is that?
He is an example of the American dream.
Can I say it again?
Born Sueño Americano.
Sueño Americano.
You sound like, I saw the Mario movie,
Did you see the Mario? How was
and
it?
you sound like him.
It's a me, Sueño Mitsubishi.
You know, Chris Pratt was the voice of Mario.
Yeah?
You
Did that go good?
know who else
Was
was
it
in the
good?
movie?
I want to see it.
Who was the voice of Bowser?
Yeah, Jack Black. I
Jack
saw
Black.
that, yeah.
Yes, he was.
So a good movie.
You know, if you're into Mario, if you like Mario, you'll like the movie.
Is it better than the 80s movie, Mario movie?
I didn't see it.
Oh, you're missing out. It's
I'm
terrible.
I'm a 90s baby.
It's terrible in a good way.
But this car here,
Yeah.
for me,
For you, personally.
you're
in love with this?
You know,
What do you think about it? You going to give this your...
Rap of the week.
Oh, my God.
Here it is. All right?
Wrap it up. What a celebration.
Because
people
definitely an example
South America.
of the American dream.
My nose itching. Sorry.
Born and raised in Mexico, started racing at a young age in Mexico.
It is American
Worked
dream.
his way in to regional NASCAR series.
Yeah.
Joe Gibbs took notice of him.
Right.
Xfinity champion.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, yeah. He's been in some good cars,
So
but nothing really clicked.
The flag is perfect.
I don't blame him. I think he got rushed to Cup too fast, honestly.
Um,
But, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Came to America. He didn't even know English. He taught himself English while he was here, so that's pretty impressive.
Came from the halls of Gaunt Brothers.
Yeah, I had to do that year in Gaunt Brothers, man. I remember that. That was why
I
even
was
bother
just-
at 96. That
man.
was rough.
I think
Ty Dillon had to do that once, too. It was
Toyota-
more Ty Dillon's jam, though. But let's move on.
whose jam was it?
Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon.
Let's do this one more.
Yes.
And then let's take us a break.
I am behind this product. I've used this product.
You
It is-
have.
This
Real
is
use.
in the bed. The
Oh.
bed of my truck is
Oh,
lined with Raptor.
Wow.
Did it myself.
A self-made man.
Yes, I
with
can stand.
Raptor products.
There's not many NASCAR products I can stand behind, but this is one of them.
Okay. This is the rival to, Rhino products?
It's much more affordable.
Really? Wow.
I'll say that.
Hey, I thought Rhino was overpriced. So
I use FedEx, but not by choice. Whatever company I'm ordering from, that's their choice.
Right, yeah, sure.
So, but I can stand behind this product.
That's awesome. I like this paint scheme. This man could, he's on the hunt for the cup.
Always-
Lost a lot of points again, though.
Also, always at the front.
He is.
How-
Let's take a moment to
2 wins this season.
2 wins, 5-stage wins.
Impressive.
I think he's, in all of his seasons prior, only had 2-stage wins total. So, I mean, this is that's 250% stage win factor, man. He's just cranking it out, you know? I don't know. He's. Let's take a moment of silence for him, though. Him and 48 lost all those points for greenhouse modification today. Let's watch a commercial to clean our palate.
White Blaze Outdoor provides educational hiking tours, fly fishing trips, and shuttles. We're located in Abingdon, Virginia near the Appalachian Trail. If you are only looking for an afternoon hike to see wild horses or a full multi-night trip, we have what you need and know where you want to be. We are currently booking adventures in southwestern Virginia and northeast Tennessee. For more information, visit whiteblazeoutdoors.com or call 276-356-7068.
And we're back. Wrap it up. Heading into a new stage. And as you always know, I hope you do, we are always giving away fantastic products and items that you cannot live without. And today's show, until someone picks the right answer of a race coming up, we will continue to give away 3 Ernie Irvan autographed license plates. Autographed by Ernie himself with a silver Sharpie on all 3. Is that
Yes.
Oh, my
They
God.
They look great.
You know the silver Sharpies are more expensive than the black ones, right? That's a higher quality
yes.
shopper.
Yes, it is.
Sharper, Sharpie. It's also higher quality shopping and Sharpie. So that can be yours. Tell us who wins the dirt race, and if you get it right, and you'll get it. And if you're more than one person who gets it right, we'll draw between y'all and see who gets it. Or y'all can come and have a cage match, and we'll sell tickets to that at Bristol. However you want to do it. It's fine with us.
Yeah, it looks good.
That's the corn dog man.
So number 3.
Yes. What?
Let me ask you this question.
What is this?
It's another peel.
I'm sorry.
Breast tree. Breast tree. That's how you
Breast
say
tree.
it. Breast tree.
Breast tree.
It's a lot like that. Breast tree.
Breast tree.
Speaking of corn dog men, though, I wanted to ask you, this guy with Kyle Busch now in the stable, he can't really say, oh, well, RCR just don't run well. He gets all these bad finishes.
That's the corn
Is
dog
he the
man.
corn dog man? Does he have a stick up his butt now? Because now it's all on his shoulders. Now it's all AD's fault. GS1,
Yo.
he's not driving the car good enough that Kyle's beating him.
Yeah, well,
Well, then Tyler
You
Reddick was
know-
beating him last year, so.
we know in NASCAR.
Yeah.
Nepotism.
Nepotism
is-
to the millionth level. This is
yeah, it
Papal's
happens.
favorite boy right here.
This.
You know who's not Papal's favorite boy?
Ty Dillon.
Ty Dillon.
Ty Dillon. Yep.
Yeah.
Ty Dillon.
So
Poor Ty.
were they were RCR teammates at one time,
And
right?
well, Ty came in, and there was a deal with RCR for the 13 car. It was owned by somebody else, but
Germain Racing.
Yeah, built in-house at RC.
Okay.
I mean, somebody else's name was on the ownership, but it was an RCR car.
Okay.
And Ty drove it forever until
That's
that fell
true.
apart, and then they were like, "Listen, Ty, you should find a job somewhere else other than the
But
company you
I
might
think
own one day."
You gotta. Mr. Childress has got the influence that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's do this Chevy car next year.
It's true.
This Chevy car.
Yeah, he can move it around. Yeah. What about
Yeah.
year before last though, when he went and drove Toyotas over at Gibbs in the X Series? Drove that All-Star
Yeah,
car for several
Well,
races.
you got to take the job where you can get it.
Well, I mean, yeah.
It's-
But to me, I mean, that was one of the best rides he's ever been in. He didn't get
Yes.
the win, but does he also go back to Papal and say, you know what they do over at Toyota, Papal? You know?
Yeah,
Does he come
he-
back to Chevy with some info? I don't know. Was that a
I
whole
don't
lot?
know.
Was that
Did-
an
did
inside
they-
job? Was that a
Didn't
hit?
know. Do you think they really involved him on many inside
Probably not.
conversations?
They probably. I don't know if they trust
Yeah,
him, honestly.
yeah. They didn't even let him get in the simulator.
Right. They're like, Ty,
But
can you just go get us coffee, man?
back to this.
Yeah. Oops.
What?
to this.
It's
It's
it's medicine.
A breathing medication.
It's not Narcan.
It's not Narcan.
Okay.
My understanding, though, is if you take Narcan and you haven't taken drugs, that it won't do anything to you.
Okay.
Our state just had a Narcan day for schools where they handed out Narcan to all the students,
Yes.
right? My understanding is some students went ahead and just Narcan themselves, which does nothing.
Well, when you give it out to teenagers,
yeah, you can expect it, right? So
they're gonna try it.
there's probably not going to be a Narcan car anytime soon.
Nope, probably not.
Ooh, what about the 12 car? It's the standard, but listen, he changes that hood every once in a while, so Menards can save money.
But it's
Save
just
money
this
at
is.
Menards.
But
Here
here's
comes the money.
is it? Can we just compare this? Ricky Stenhouse car,
Kinda. I can see it. Yeah.
Kroger.
Right.
We're gonna put whatever we sell at Kroger on the car.
Well, yeah, but
it's
there's
the
reasons.
same with Menards.
But they're getting kickbacks. You know.
Yes.
They're spending their money on the advertising, and then they're getting deep discounts on the products they write on the cars, and thus it kind of gives them back some of their sponsorship money. They're kind of reselling sponsorship for inventory.
Yeah.
Maytags on the hood this week. That's a washer and dryers.
Yes.
That's not a small thing. So
Well, no, but they sell it at Menards.
but they sell it at Menards. Yeah, any of
I
these
can-
products you can find at Menards.
and Home Depot.
At Menards. You ever been to a Menards?
I have not. But you asked me that last time I was
did
on the show.
Okay. Well, then we've already found that
We'll
out.
put
There's
that in your notes for next time I'm on the show.
I guess. Oh my gosh.
Here it is.
Here it
I
is.
knew it was coming.
Bristol, baby.
This guy that I like. I'm an Allmendinger fan, but can we
Absolutely.
just be honest about his struggles this year?
It's rough, right?
What position last week? 27th.
27th.
Can
Not good.
that's
Listen.
but of all the cars, and I get like last
know.
year. Last year we had a tie. Was it tied last year? We had in combination with Food City.
It was Ty. It was
Ty
Ty
Dillon.
Dillon. Look
Ty
at this
Dillon.
shirt
Ty
right
Dillon.
here.
Oh, yeah,
Ty
gosh!
Dillon.
How did I not realize this whole time we're on the show
Wearing the
together?
game
It's
shirt.
on your shirt.
Yes. That's the big thing about this year. Petty GMS, the 42 and 43 had tied and gained last year, right? Through Food City, got the kickback like we just talked about. But the 16 and the 31 stole it this year and took the sponsors,
Wow.
got the Food City money and gained the tie.
It's because now
But Ty's gone. He left. But I'm going to tell
Ty.
you
What
what.
car is Ty in this year again?
Ty's in the 77.
Okay.
The worst car in the
That's-
sport, maybe.
That's what I thought. But you know what? I'm an Allmendinger guy too, and
me too.
he has struggled this year. But this week is the week that he makes gains.
Let's see.
Makes gains.
I tell you what, I'm
This
all about the
week-
gains. I'm down for the game, baby. This is going to be my rap of the week.
Oh, I like it.
I want him
like
to clean
it.
up in the dirt, baby. Come on. Wrap it up. Oh, yeah. Let's
So-
go, Dinger. Get you one, baby. Get you one. Boy, that'd be...
So-
Hey, he won on pavement there, the Xfinity race last year or year before, right? Crashed over the finish line.
I don't.
The
That wasn't
night
a
race.
win. That was
a night-
not. That
He
was.
won that, yeah.
Are you sure?
I was there. Lost my mind.
Hey, I believe that you were there,
I was there.
but
I'm pretty sure it was a win.
But and I'm sorry that I just realized. I know your shirt said Todd Dillon, but I did not look close enough to realize that it was that paint scheme.
This is the one, baby. He only ran it at Bristol last year. That's
so
why I wore it
he
today.
only spent 1 year in the 42 car, right?
He did.
And then guess who showed up?
You're the boss, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
I'm the boss.
Jimmy come in and
Jimmy showed up and
Clean
said,
house
"We
early.
don't need this guy."
Ty Dillon.
No.
Dillon.
a bit.
Ty Dillon.
ain't nobody wants that.
So no.
Gain didn't. Food City
Hey,
didn't.
this
want him
one,
either.
this is listen. Go. Any paint scheme in the field this week
Yeah.
for a dirt race,
Yeah.
it is this one.
That's it, man. they know the marketing on this one.
It is this one.
This is
And
it.
if you're not familiar with Food City, who's sponsored the race for many years,
Right.
you know, I frequent Food City,
I know, but you're not the president of Food City, right?
but I am from the town where the headquarters are.
But you're not the president, right?
Definitely not.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I put in at the start, at your intro, that you're not the president of Food City. So,
My first job was at Food City in high school.
but you never made president.
No,
Oh,
quickly
man,
left that
I'm sorry.
company. Sorry, Food
quickly
City.
left. How long were you there?
3 months, maybe.
Oh, that's not quickly. I once had 3 jobs in a day. We'll get to that some other
Somehow
time.
I do believe that.
That's true.
I do believe
true.
that. And I don't doubt that for a second.
What about the number 2? He's back in the Brad Keselowski standard discount tire. You know, I actually went to Discount Tire, and they actually have pretty good deals, truthfully. We got some here in Bristol. I got my last tire
Yeah,
there.
I did too.
It's a pretty good value,
Yeah,
honestly.
it is.
It's not a bad
It is.
company.
Good service. Good service.
I'm tired of the paint scheme.
But I'll say this: that's the only thing happening to the 2 car is the number on the side, and not the finish. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Well,
I don't know what I'm trying to say.
He-
It's not finishing in the 2 spot. I'll
are you
say
making
that.
a poop reference? That he's Dookie? He's number 2? That's what I was going to.
He's not finishing number 2.
Have you ever?
Have you
But
ever?
what did
He's definitely not.
what did Ricky Bobby say?
If you're not first, you're last. Right?
Yeah, if you ain't first, you're last.
But this is
It's Bristol, baby.
so.
Yeah, and
last year being third.
to Disney World either.
Right. Well, you don't need to. You come to Bristol. We got everything you need down the casino.
honestly, when it comes to the Austin Cindric,
It's just a bunch of cars going around in circles.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll give him. He's still
Yeah.
got Penske power. Here's the teammate coming out in the Tide colors.
that
31.
again,
Ooh. This is pretty hot.
and
honestly.
am I able to do this? Is this on the rules?
What
Is
you-
this
oh.
on the rules right here?
Oh, you're gonna wrap of the week again. Now, does this
That's,
disqualify your first wrap of the week and award it now to the 31, or are you trying to split your vote?
I'll split my vote, but was it the classic Tide car on the 32, Ricky Craven?
Oh yeah. Well, even before that, you
31
Yeah,
Tide,
sure.
32.
Two
Does it
almost.
bring
You
back
almost had the
does
moment,
it
yeah.
nostalgia?
I mean, I'm for Tide. It's all about DW to me. That's how I got into NASCAR. I was like 8 years old, and we turned on a race, and I saw the Tide 17 car, and I was like, "That's cool." Here I am. All
Yeah.
these years later, so I'm down with Tide. Do it to it, boys. One more car. Maybe we'll take a break and then finish it out on a long one. What do you think about the Fastenal car? He's got that futuristic glow spot.
Yeah.
17 glow on the
I
side.
like it. It's
You know,
RFK Racing loves the chrome silver
big
numbers.
diecast. Absolutely. And I love that about what Brad is trying to do for the community with the chrome numbers. I suggest he continue to do so.
Yes.
Fastenal sells vending machine products that you may need at a job. Like if you go to a factory, they will have a vending machine inside the factory in case you forgot your earplugs or something, and you can buy more.
Yeah.
That's
well,
what they do.
They're way more than that, though.
Oh, tell us about
There's-
a commercial, man.
They're fat. I mean,
It just sounded like a commercial, but they're way more than that. They've got
that
strategic logistic operations.
your basic. You can walk into a Fastenal and get basic hardware.
Really?
Screws,
Oh, I
bolts.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's one right up the road
Yeah, I've seen
where I
one.
live.
Oh, okay. Well, there's one down towards the casino, too. But
Yeah, but you can
I
walk
didn't-
in.
yeah,
That's
I
your
thought it
basic
was-
hardware.
Oh.
More like industry, like
Yeah, I thought
type
it was more
stuff.
corporate thing.
But no, they
Okay.
you can walk into a Fastenal and find what you need.
What do you think about the old boy here? He going to get a win, maybe? This man
No,
won Bristol last year.
A good showing. A good
won
showing
Bristol
this weekend.
last year. He's
But-
strong car. I'm not going to count him out. I know the dirt might be a factor, but definitely better than 30th. I look for him to be a top 10 car.
Yes, top 10 for sure.
He's in the
And Kyle Larson's racing tonight.
Where at?
Down at Volunteer.
Oh, really?
Down the road there.
Hell, down
On the
road.
way home, which
Yeah.
is your hat.
On the way down to Knoxville. Yeah.
Knox Vegas on the way
I
down.
was by
Bulls
there just
Gap
yesterday.
Volunteer Classic.
Ooh.
It's called the Kyle Larson Late Model Classic tonight.
Well, maybe he'll wrap it up. Get him a trophy.
Yes.
We'll be right back after this, baby.
White Blaze Outdoor provides educational hiking tours, fly fishing trips, and shuttles. We're located in Abingdon, Virginia near the Appalachian Trail. If you are only looking for an afternoon hike to see wild horses or a full multi-night trip, we have what you need and know where you want to be. We are currently booking adventures in southwestern Virginia and northeast Tennessee. For more information, visit whiteblazeoutdoors.com or call 276-356-7068.
And we're back with the show that just won't quit showing you race cars and talking about crap. It happened to a bunch of hillbillies. It's Wrap It Up. And we are looking at them all for the big week we've got here at home in
Bristol Dirt.
Baby.
This
What do you think about
looks cool.
You like this?
This looks cool.
This is better than the blue that Jimmy had. I'll give you that.
You know what?
What?
Can we just replace Club Wyndham?
Yeah.
Same paint scheme, same color.
Yeah.
Take off the words and put Bristol Casino.
Oh, yeah. I dig that.
That's what that reminds me
I'd
of.
be down for that.
Bristol Casino on the 43 car.
Somebody should have got a hold of
You're
Jimmy.
the boss, Jimmy. I'm the boss.
Right? He knew.
Jimmy.
Let me ask you this. Since Jimmy ran the Club Wyndham car at COTA and didn't finish one lap, you feel like maybe he gave him a better deal here?
So, yeah.
And he's
said,
like, listen, let me get you back on this.
So,
one.
he ran the 500 and then COTA.
Yeah, but
Is that the only two so far?
that's it. In the 500, he had Carvana. And then
That-
COTA, he had Club Wyndham again.
Didn't finish either race.
And didn't finish the first lap on this one. The other one he didn't finish, no.
He
was
crashed out.
Now, listen, it's 500, though. He was in it at the end, and then the magnitude of repetitive green-white checkers got him, though. But
Yes.
he was in the top 10 at one of those. He could have had a good run.
Yeah.
But not running this week, of course. Who would? Just because you don't want to breathe the dirt in. I mean, you're
Yes.
really tired, man. This is kind of hot. I do like the gold and the black, which is apparently going to be Jimmy's colors.
It is. It's the team. It's the team look now. It's kind of the team marketing package
Right.
on this.
It is. It is very much. Let me throw something out to you.
Okay.
I'm going to throw a random thing out. It has nothing to do with this. This is just a random thought I had. What if this legacy club that Jimmy's trying to build with all this bringing stuff in, and Junior looking to come in, and them being such good buddies, what if Junior just had to purchase one charter and add it to Legacy Motor Club, and they start running the 88, the 43, the 42, and they have the 88 up there also. I don't know, just as a maybe combining up cars, making it stronger.
You said earlier.
Super team, I don't know.
You said earlier you're making an educated guess.
Just an educated guess.
I think Junior Motorsports gets in it before that happens.
You think they go solo? They've said they only want to come in. They're looking for one charter, one car. That's what makes me think. Is there a different plan here? You know, is there something going on behind the scenes?
You know what?
Because one car these days is a rough situation, and I mean, I
Yeah,
know you're
but-
satellites, but it's still different.
I still think that Junior Motorsports comes in on their own.
I hope you're right.
I don't know
I hope
that
you're right.
I
I like
don't-
more teams.
But what was it you said last time I was on about
Who knows?
about Jimmy and how he runs the
Oh
organization?
yeah, he's totally in charge. He's the boss.
Yeah, but
You're the boss, Jimmy.
100%.
I'm the boss.
But maybe this is a strategic plan down the road. Maybe they've already thought of this. You know,
they
he's getting it ready. Maybe Junior's got input now, but Junior's just, or maybe he's just taking care of it till Junior can buy in.
So
that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out.
There's probably a 5-year plan in place at Legacy Motor Club.
Yeah, right.
There's a 10-year plan in place at Legacy Motor Club.
Probably.
But in the 5-day plan,
Yeah.
it was get Richard Petty out of here.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's still at the track.
He's
Richard
still there.
Petty's showing up.
My understanding is he's being
wearing
paid. He's an ambassador for the team.
Not a consultant.
You could say consultant, but that doesn't mean you call any shots. It just means they ask your opinion and then do whatever they want to do anyway.
Yes.
So maybe consultant.
And wear our shirt.
And wear our shirts and just be
And
around and be like,
wear,
hey,
wear your cowboy hat.
that was my number I sold, you know. Here's the
So-
man.
Ty Dillon.
Ty Dillon. Ty
Yeah.
Dillon.
Yep.
Yes.
Ty Dillon.
That's the corn dog man.
Not the corn dog man, but
Yes.
if he wanted to be. He's back with his Ferris Motors. Ooh, you know about Ferris, right? You're all into Ferrisness.
Yes.
You know the whole
however,
Ferris family, don't you?
This is
And their mowers and their
spelled a
their-
little bit differently.
and their homes for dead
Yeah.
people and things. You know, honestly, I like the colors of this car. It's a hot car. It's the best scheme I guess Ty's had this year. He's not had
or
any-
ever.
This might
Actually, no. The scheme
game's
you're
pretty
wearing,
awesome, yeah.
we chose it as one of the wraps of the week, and
it's pretty good, yeah.
so
32nd.
How?
I'm not sure. I can't remember, but this is one of his better finishes of the year.
30 seconds.
He's been at the back a lot. I'm telling you, dude, this is not
Well,
a
so
good car.
what's that? What's the difference between the 7 and the 77? Why are they so
I
disparaging in the
think
field?
all of the money and anything they can do goes to the 7,
'Cause-
and the 77's just trying to collect a check to fund the 7 to get good. And then their thought is, well, if the 7 can get good and win, then we'll get more money, and then we can make the 77 good. I don't know. I'm sure they want both to do well, but it seems like they want the 7 to do weller. That's not a real word.
Yes.
You know what though? Ty can
This-
drive on dirt.
Where are these Where are these engines coming from? Is this Hendrick
These
engine?
are coming out of Hendrick.
Hendrick engines.
They
okay.
are they are not a satellite team of Hendrick
So-
as much as they have an association with Hendrick.
so
Nothing's being built there.
there's probably no greenhouse modifications on this 77.
No. Hendrick does stuff and doesn't bother to tell these guys, even though these guys are giving them money and asking them for secrets, and Hendrick's just like, sure. But, yeah, he's not giving them the good stuff, no.
Yeah,
no.
well.
Ty Dillon.
Ty.
Dillon. Ty Dillon.
Yep. Ty Dillon.
It's Cody Ware, the
Cody
51.
Ware.
Look out on pit road.
Look out. He's back with the Biohaven.
Is this medicine?
This is the Medicine Company. The same company
Okay.
that made Nerdtech that he drove all last year. I don't know why they changed.
I'm not sure I'd be taking medicine called Biohaven.
You know, somebody made a good point. Bio, life, haven, safety. It brings it all. It's the whole thing of life. I don't
Yeah.
trust Cody Ware to tell me what medicine to take, though. I do trust Cody Ware to tell me if there's goth girls at the track. Because I know he's into that. He's into goth girls. He'll get online and post pictures and comment on them and talk about them. So this man got priorities. He's not worried about his car.
Top 30? What's
If he
your
tries,
guess?
Top
Top 30 for this guy?
I don't know, dude. That seems. I don't want to put too much pressure on him this week.
Okay.
30
All
seems
right,
high
top
for this
35.
race.
Top 35.
There's 38 cars entered.
Isn't on the video game top 35 a stat? On the NASCAR video games,
I
when
think it
you're
just means you didn't
scrolling,
wreck
when
out.
you're going back to
So you just
your
didn't wreck out. It's not going to be a good finish. Oh, the 78's back.
what is
Jake McLeod, the
got
owner.
some gunk on the car.
It's a gunky car.
It's
You know what? I like this. It kind of looks like the blue stuff's just got poured over an orange car, like it's kind of
what?
souping.
Do you know anything about the sponsor?
I do know a little bit. Gunk is a time-tested product that's been around and used in many shops to remove gunk from items for 40 years. It is all now owned by the Blaster Company. The Blaster Company that blows away rust and things from other metal
Can
became
anyone
a sponsor of the
verify
70.
this?
Yes, this is all true. Became a
This-
sponsor of the 78 this year,
Can-
and this is their new acquisition company, Gunk, that they want to sponsor at the dirt race. I just think it's hilarious. I know all that. I've wasted so much space in my mind knowing about gunk and why the Blaster Company sponsoring the 78. It's so ridiculous. Oh, God. And I didn't even, study to know that. I didn't even try to memorize that. It's just my brain retained it.
Okay,
Wasted space.
I'm getting. It looks like. Are you getting hefty trash bag
Yes.
vibes off of this car?
That's what it is. They took
The hefty.
Eric McClure's hefty car and
Can-
tried to throw a bucket of
can
blue
you-
paint on it.
Can you get a hefty sound on this next week?
Hefty.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, we need
So,
big wrap it up
That's
sound.
the corn dog
Corn
man.
dog man.
That's the corn dog
He
man.
might as well be. He got no chance. You know what, though? This might be something that could level the field for somebody like this. Dirt, craziness, short track. He could wind up in the top 20.
I'm gonna disagree with you.
I'm not saying he's going to win. I'm just saying.
No, you
Maybe
said
the-
level the field. I heard you correctly.
I just
and I
meant-
still think.
I just thought I mean, leveled the field with like the 10 car this week. Maybe he gets a top 20. You know, that's all I'm throwing out.
Okay.
He surprises somebody. Jimmy. Not Jimmy.
Ricky
but
Spinhouse.
Ricky Spinouts. He's got
Spinhouse.
the luck of the Irish coming to the Highlands Hills of Virginia and Tennessee.
Okay, it's a soap company on a dirt race.
The hood is also saying Kroger's again, of course.
Oh.
But the rest of it,
They
more
just
soap.
Flipped it this week.
Big soap battle this
Instead
week.
of Kroger on the car,
right,
we're going to put Kroger on the hood. So
he ran this at Daytona 500 last year.
Unimpressive.
Yeah. Irish Spring used to have great commercials when I was a little kid back in the day. People doing jigs and playing flutes and talking about leprechauns and stuff. It was awesome. Pots of gold. It was like Lucky Charms for taking a bath. But now, this is just green. There's a lot of wasted space here. Just do something.
Usually a sponsor goes over the will.
Yeah, you think, right? And they're just like, nope, we want this. Okay. Ricky could have a surprising finish, but I'm not going to bet on it. Definitely a bad finish last week. J.J. Yaley back with 100%.
J.J. Yaley, how many races is he doing this year?
Everyone that a random Ford driver doesn't need to use the 15 number for, J.J. Yaley will get to drive the Rick Ware 15 to fill in.
Okay.
And he's got Public Square, which I think is a storage place.
What was his comment about Denny Hamlin?
He was upset about Denny. Denny blatantly was back in the pack at the back of the field, and, of course, guess who's at the back of the field? It's your boy, JJ.
But JJ's had some history at Joe Gibbs.
Yeah, he drove the 18 car unsuccessfully for a couple of years. After Bobby Labonte and before Kyle Busch, he was very bad at it. He did not do well.
So
and was
JJ's
fired.
been around longer than I thought.
He's
I know he's been around for a while, but when you just dated that,
yeah, right.
That's been a while.
That's been some years. And, before that, JJ, it's not like he was a young guy. He was an accomplished racer before that. He was like a late model or dirt modified champion somewhere like national in the country, and worked his way up to NASCAR. That's why Gibbs saw him and said, oh, he's great. And then, no.
Yeah.
Not
really. So if you're at the office and you're deciding who's in the 15 car, is J.J. Yaley on the top of the list?
Well, listen, here's something you don't think about. There's there's so many better drivers out there. But there's a process to getting a NASCAR driver's license that has to happen. So there's only so many guys you can call up in the world and say, come get in this car, because they have to have a license. Or you've got to get them one going through some things to show NASCAR that they're capable.
I'm sitting at the office.
There's other people to call, though.
This car comes up.
Yeah.
He made a return last year.
Right.
Call Trevor Bain.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, right? I mean,
call him. Get him in the car.
Yeah, people like that, of course. But I don't know if Trevor wants to show up, though.
Trevor probably has a brain and said no.
Right. Trevor knows better.
Yeah.
Now, if Trevor could get, maybe the car the 15 was at COTA when they brought in the former F1 champion, Button or something. Give him one of those
Which I just
saw
something yesterday that he may not be done with NASCAR. Button.
Yeah, I saw that. Maybe
there's
come back and
probably another
run, right?
opportunity to get the 15 car.
I bet there is. Guarantee the 15.
Probably the next road course.
I bet you it's a very good probability the 15 sees him again this year.
Yes.
I like, listen, for a Rick Ware car, this is an awful good scheme. Proud of the boys over there for not having a monkey throw a bucket of paint at the car. Got two more here. 42 had a bad run. He's back with basically no sponsorship at the Sunseeker again, it's a private resort down in Florida. This is another vacation rental place. It's owned by Allegiant Air, though, so the owner of the team technically owns this company again.
Sorry.
I'm the boss.
You're
the boss, Jimmy.
Your shirt.
I'm the boss.
Your shirt's coming back from last year. This sponsor not coming back to this car. We already covered it. It's going to Colleague Racing. But
right, yeah, Gain didn't hop back. That was something to do
I gotta
with Jimmy.
be honest. I would have thought Jimmy would be bringing in some bigger sponsors.
Me too, man.
So
I don't know. Maybe Ty Dillon was the key to this sponsorship for some reason. I don't know what Noah does. This will be Noah's first dirt race outside of the Truck Series, so we'll see what he does. I don't expect him to win or anything, but I hope he blows my mind.
Yep.
So last car finishing last week, Bubba.
Yes.
Oh, Bubba.
That's the corn dog man.
Yes.
He's selling hamburgers in this week.
Just a bunch of cars going around in circles.
You know, last week he didn't even get many circles in. That's the problem. Well,
Well,
he got a lot in, but he not enough. Not
there's-
as many as everybody else.
There's a lot of Happy Meals ordered at my house.
Yeah, you got some small ones.
And
This look
this
familiar?
looks like a Happy Meal box.
Yeah. You know, it's not like, oh, my God, I hate this car. It's just normal. It's just kind of, okay. It doesn't jump out at me. I'm
No.
not in love with it. The red is what really throws it. Everything else, like the brown and the gold kind of mix.
Two shades of red.
Yeah, that's
It's
I know McDonald's is red and yellow, but I think the golden arches and the giant word McDonald's wrote across the maroon in the back would have still proved their point.
it's
Maybe like, you know what would have been really good? Maybe just like a literal picture of just like chicken nuggets on the hood. Right? Just a 20-piece chicken nugget or like a burger just to zoom in. You remember when they put Corey LaJoy's face on the hood?
yes,
Right?
yes.
Just a Big Mac coming at you in the rear
Oh,
view.
Yes, that would
Just
be
see the-
fantastic.
I don't know. Hit me up. You know, listen, I'm available to make up ideas, and you pay me money for them, NASCAR. I don't know.
Are McFlurries still a thing?
I think so.
Or do they still have
I don't
them?
eat I try not to eat at McDonald's, but I do
you
sometimes.
know,
But
I only do because my kids do.
well, I think that was McDonald's plan from the beginning. So
That
it's
is
working.
true, and they are not hurting for money, so they can throw
Your kids
this
or
at NASCAR.
McDonald's? Both.
McDonald's.
Oh, that's true. Yes. Especially in one of the largest
they-
corporations in the world, and they want 25 cents for a pack of barbecue sauce, right? Or 50, I don't know.
54 cents
You got
for a
the money,
large
come
ice
on.
water.
Here comes the money.
Oh,
Yes.
it's ridiculous.
But
But that's
it's
it.
time to pick winners.
That's
but
it,
I
baby.
go ahead and tell you this about Bubba Wallace this week.
Yeah, he didn't have a good race last year. Dirt might not be his deal. Who do you think does have the good race?
This week, I, as much as I would love to say Daniel Suarez,
Yeah.
it's not his week.
Right.
It's not really been his year. In
Well,
terms early on,
he's had some good runs.
first 4 or 5 races,
There's
he was
still
doing
time.
okay. But this week, Tyler Reddick
That's a good pick.
gets it done
That's a good pick.
in the 45 car.
Coming
He
in.
is serious about the race.
So it's that's a strong pick. And honestly, coming in, maybe when we started the show, that's who I was thinking. But truthfully, I think I've changed my mind, and I wanted to go 8, but I just can't. I'm going to go 14. I feel like this Stuart Haas has got to throw something at the board to make it
Yes.
stick, and this is what it's going to be. And again, at the end of last year's race, it was 14:45, and the 8 passed them. Well, now the 18 then. The 8,
Well,
8,
it was
yeah.
the
Those
8s.
drivers, yeah. It was the 8 and the 14.
You know,
and the
don't
18.
count out your boy Kyle Busch.
I'm not going to count him out, but I'm not counting out last week's winner. I think Larson's got something to prove on dirt
But-
also. Get ready for that.
Joey Logano will be right up there.
There's a lot of guys that's good, and we could have surprise winners, folks. If you see this tomorrow or whenever, look for us. We're going to be in the campground
Yes.
screaming. We've got prizes.
see
Come up,
you.
answer questions. We love you, baby. If you ain't making it to the race, don't forget Ernie Irvin autographs. Appreciate you spending your time with us.